Hello, my name is Brandy and I'm here to teach a 20-minute warm-up for a chair yoga class. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and draw our seat up toward maybe the middle of the seat, maybe do a little wiggle, draw that tailbone forward, find your sit bones, lengthen up through the crown, long spine, draw that belly button in. Allow the shoulders to drop and be soft, feet to the floor, ankles underneath the knees, feet pressed in lightly to the earth. We'll begin to close into the eyes. So let's just come to our breath here. Beginning to just tune in and notice how we feel today. If there's any tension or tightness throughout the body, just making note. Continuing to draw our attention to our breath as we draw in through the nose. Drawing up tall and exhale, relax through the body and let it go. Continuing to follow your breath here for 2 to 3 more breaths. Inhale, drawing up tall. And exhale, softening into the shoulders, relaxing into the jaw. And last breath here. Great. So go ahead and begin opening into the eyes, taking in your room and your space, any movement here into the feet if you need it, or fingers. We'll go ahead and get warmed up. That's what we're here for. So we'll start, we just open the eyes, but let's see if we can squeeze them back closed. Little squeeze and then open, maybe a little exaggerated here. And then close and squeeze the eyes, the lids, and open. Last one, squeeze closed, and then open. Great. Now, without moving any other part of the body, let's go ahead and bring our gaze, drawing it up toward the ceiling. So looking forward, we'll start there, and then draw your gaze upward and back to center, and then draw your gaze down and back center. Now draw your gaze left and back center, and draw your gaze right and back center. Great. Now we'll incorporate using the chin and making that a little more dynamic. So on the next inhale, we'll draw the chin up as we look up. Exhale, draw the chin back center and forward, then down if that works for you, tucking toward the chest. Inhale, back up center. We'll exhale, bring our gaze toward the left shoulder. Inhale, back center, bring your gaze toward the right shoulder. Inhale, back center. We'll take the gaze over to the left again. We'll see if we can sink the chin down just a little. Taking that stretch just a little deeper. You might feel the tug a little stronger. Inhale, we'll draw the nose back up center. Exhale, back. Inhale, over to the right shoulder. Exhale, tuck the chin down. Feeling that nice stretch here. Inhale, we'll draw the nose back up, and exhale, back center. Great, so just take a moment, check in. We're going to begin now with the shoulders. So we'll bring the hands down loose either side. And we're going to see if we can draw the shoulders up and exhale, round them back to where the scapulas are pulled together. So inhale, draw up, and exhale, draw the scapulas together here. If you can do that. If not, just take it light. Inhale up, exhale, we'll draw them together. Great. And we'll do it again. Follow your breath. Inhale up, exhale together. Last one. Inhale up and exhale. Scapulas together and release. Shake it out. Great. Now we can see if we can add to it just a little. So if that works for you, stay there. If you'd like to bring your fingertips to your shoulders, then we'll see if we can draw the elbows forward toward each other. Inhale up, exhale them back toward each other. Nice and slow, following your breath. Inhale up, Exhale back and down, drawing the scapulas together. Inhale, sweeping forward, the elbows toward each other, and then exhale back and around. So continuing to follow your breath as you inhale up, open and lift, and exhale, sweeping them forward toward each other. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale back down, 2 more. Inhale up, exhale, open and down. Last one. Following your breath as your guide. Exhale, draw it back down. Maybe do a little wiggle, a little sweep, a little shake. And then come back center. Take a pause, see how you feel. Maybe lift into the heels, just remembering your feet are still on the ground right here, right now. Great, good news, right? So let's go ahead and bring the arms out. Let me bring my chair back. So we'll bring the arms out. So big life force reach here on an inhale. Press into your feet, find them underneath your knees. Make sure your ankles are underneath your knees here. Sit bones underneath the heart, heart underneath the head. And once you're all situated in your life force reach, we'll see if we can draw the palms down, face down. And then let's see if guiding or leading with the thumb, let's inhale, draw the thumbs back, palms face up. Maybe we even look up if you'd like. And then exhale, we're going to bring the palms forward and down. The thumbs begin to draw forward. They might even draw back toward the back of the room. And you might tuck the chin if you want to add some more movement. Although you can just use the palms flipping up and back, or I'm sorry, the thumbs drawing up and back, the palms facing up, opening into the shoulders, opening into the chest, maybe look up. Exhale, we'll flip the palms back forward, thumb is leading, maybe drawing back, rounding into the spine if you'd like. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, lift, palms up, thumbs back, maybe gaze comes up. And exhale, last time here as we bring the thumbs forward, palms face down, maybe all the way back. And you might even round a little bit forward if you'd like. Great, we'll come back center. Let's go ahead and release the hands down to either side. Do a little wiggle or a little shake. Whatever helps you release, shake it out. Great. We're going to bring the arms back out here. Palms face down, and we'll take a little lean. So let's see if we can look over to the left and then lean over. We'll take a little pause and then back center. Bring your gaze forward. Lean again without looking and back center. So this is great for balance. We can bring the arms down, take a little pause. Inhale, sweep them back up. We'll look over to the right now. Lean over to the right. Feel our weight shift to that one side here. Great. Exhale, back center. We'll bring the gaze center. Exhale, over, lean without looking. See if you can hold. And exhale, back center. We'll bring the arms down, shake it out. So we're definitely getting warmed up here. So let's get into the fingers. So we'll bring, or in the wrist, the hands. So let's bring our hands forward. Maybe we start here by squeezing into our fists and then spread out and then in and out to bring our breath along. Inhale, squeeze and release. And you can kind of loosen at the shoulders, relax and soften. If you want to bring the arms down, squeeze one last time here and release. Great. You can wiggle into the fingers a little bit, and you can either do a loose fist or a closed fist. We'll take some circles with the wrists, one way and then the other. Great. We'll bring the hands forward like we're going to come to a stop and release the fingers down and inhale up, exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Maybe we'll do a little wave side to side. Great, and sweep the arms down, shake it out. And just to get a little loose, we'll see if we can bend into the elbows, really light shake forward. Let your joints just kind of relax and soften. Releasing any tension. Great. And then you can also flip the palms the opposite way and shake it out with the palms face back toward you. A little different of a feeling here, a little different of a release. Check in, stay connected, find your breath. Great, we'll sweep it out. Very good. So let's just take a moment to tune in. How do you feel? Come back to your breath. Great. So trying to warm up a little bit, we've come to the eyes, the head and the neck, we got into the shoulders, out into the arms and the wrists a little bit. So now we're going to see if we can come into the middle portion of the body a little bit. So we'll use that life force reach that we did earlier, and we'll flip our palm up on the side that we're going to use here. We'll draw that arm up tall and exhale over so it's sweeping above the head. Then we'll flip the other palm over so we're holding like a beach ball. And once you have the beach ball, see if you can lean and hold that beach ball to one side. So we're leaning and holding. You feel that shift of pressure here in the one side of your sit bone. Holding here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, we'll sweep it down and release. Find your breath. Let it go. We'll inhale, sweep the arms back out, opposite side. So flip the palm on the other side here. We'll inhale it up and over. We'll flip the other palm. So now we got this big beach ball. We'll lean over to that side, hold, stay with your breath. Nice strong core, warming up into the core, into the abdominals, and opening into the side body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up and exhale, let it go. You can do a little wiggle, a little shake. Great. Now take a little moment, tune back in, see how you feel. Maybe close into the eyes, relax into the shoulders, find your sit bones, find your feet to the floor. And come back to your breath. Great. Now we're all set to take a few cat-cows before we get into the lower half of the body. So go ahead and bring your hands forward or down, sliding down or gliding down toward your knees as you round through the spine and the shoulders, drawing the chin toward the chest. And then as you inhale, we're going to reverse direction, so pulling the hands back toward your hips as you open and lift your gaze, lifting and opening the chest, drawing the shoulders away. Exhale, continuing to follow your flow back and forth. Inhale, up and open. And exhale, rounding forward, chin toward the chest. Inhale, up, open and lift. Exhale, round into the spine, chin toward the chest. Last one, wherever you are. Inhale, open. And exhale, we'll draw inward here one last time. And go ahead and come back to neutral. Take a little pause, and I'll be right back to continue class here. So continuing on the lower half of our body for our chair warm-up series today. So go ahead and find your feet together on the floor just like we had them earlier. Ankles underneath the knees, sit bones, you want to find them and find that little wiggle. Tuck that tailbone slightly forward so you feel like you're not pressing away from yourself. You're just right here, right now. Nice and tall. And when you feel like you're in your strong and empowering Tadasana posture here in your chair, we'll begin to get started. So we'll go bring our feet toward each other, and let's start just by opening into the knees here, opening into the hips. So with the feet toward each other, we're going to inhale, open, and bring the knees apart, maybe even lifting off of the inside of the feet, the inside edge of the feet. And exhale, we'll bring the inside edge of the feet back down. We'll squeeze the thighs together. And then inhale, open, finding space here underneath the feet in a way, knees apart. And exhale, we'll bring the feet back down, knees toward each other, squeeze in, continuing to follow your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, back center and squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, back center and squeeze. Inhale, open. Last one here, find that center and squeeze. Go ahead and relax, open one more time. We'll bring the feet just slightly apart. We'll begin just to rock into the feet. So let's lift up on the heels or off the heels first. Find the heels to the floor, lift up off the toes, rocking forward and back, just seeing how that feels. Awakening up into the lower half of the body, into our feet. Maybe we'll take opposite, rocking to and fro here, lifting on one heel and the opposite toes, and vice versa. Great. After a little warm up, a little wiggle, we'll go ahead and add to this. So we'll let one foot be the stable leg that presses in and helps us keep our foundation strong. And then we'll bring up our other knee with our palms. And while it's dangling here, we have a little moment to take some circles here into the ankle. So go ahead and circle one way. Keep your posture nice and strong. One way and then the other. Great. And then we'll bring the foot neutral, maybe a squeeze into the toes and a stretch. And then a squeeze into the toes and a stretch. And a squeeze into the toes and a stretch. Great. Now relaxing into the foot, relaxing here into our muscle groups of the leg, and we're just going to let that be loose so that we can take a more passive opening of our hip. So what we're going to do is just use one hand down on the thigh or to the chair, use the other hand to just guide this knee in little baby circles. So you can make them a little bigger as you go or keep them really micro. You can take the opposite way, but take this really easy and take it to your level of comfort because this is a tricky one. Great. Wonderful. And then we'll go ahead and guide that leg down, shake it out, and we'll do the other side. So taking just a moment to come back to center, we'll find our opposite foot planted into the floor, using as our base, support, and foundation. We'll lift the other knee, pressing the knee into the palms. Maybe you do a little rocking with the foot here to start, or really any movement that kind of helps you feel a natural release in your body. So if I don't instruct something for you, you are more than welcome to take your own little warm up. So go ahead and maybe begin taking some circles into the ankle, one way and then the other at your own pace. Continue to find your breath and stay connected and tuned in. So our breath is the magic fairy dust. It just makes our time with our body and with our practice that much more powerful and transformative. And then we'll find our neutral foot. We'll squeeze into the toes and release, and then squeeze into the toes and release. And then squeeze into the toes and release. Great. And now that the foot's all warmed up, let's go and open into that hip just a little gently. So again, we're relaxing here into the leg, and we're just using the arm here to guide. You might use your other hand to hold onto your chair and guide the knee in small circles. One way, and then the other. Great. Ooh, our lights went off. Hopefully you can still see me. And then we'll find the feet to the floor. We'll take a little wiggle. Let me see if I can get these lights back on. 1 second. So we have these automatic lights that turn off and on. Okay. So we were on our lower half. We were into our legs. We did our feet. We're going to go ahead, find our feet to the center where we started. And we're going to heel toe out so that our knees are in line with that with the corners of our chair here. So you heel toe out, and then we'll heel toe in. And then we'll heel toe out, and then we'll heel toe in. So following your breath, we'll do that just a couple times. And back in. And last one, go ahead and heel toe out. We'll take a pause, find your feet to the floor, press your sit bones into your seat. Make sure that tailbone isn't pressing away. Tuck it in. Draw yourself up nice and tall. Soft shoulders, long spine, strong core. And while we're here, let's bring the hands behind our thighs. And on an inhale, draw and push the thighs engaged into those palms. You'll feel the squeeze, the tension, and the engagement here. We're building some strength here in the thighs, the glutes, warming up the whole lower half, and then release that hold. Keeping the legs where they are, but just releasing that engagement. Inhale, press the thighs into the palms and feel that engagement and that squeeze, the pressure. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze and hold. You're pressing into the floor. Your whole leg's engaged. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, open and hold. Exhale, release. Do a little wiggle. And maybe lifting up off the heels. That can be a nice layer to add here. And then we might lift both heels and back down. And then inhale, lift both heels and back down. And again, inhale, lift both heels and back down. Maybe we lift the toes and maybe we rock. Lift the heels and the toes, getting back into our groove. Just a couple more, stay with your breath. Last one. Find your feet down to the floor. We'll heel toe back into center and we'll bring one leg long. So find your heel planted on the floor here with the foot forward. I think you can see that. And we'll start with, of course, our other leg is going to be our support leg. So it's still in our standard position to be our support and our foundation. The long leg, we're going to rock the big toe in. And then exhale, rock the little toe out. Inhale, toe draws in. Exhale, toe draws out. We'll do one more. Inhale in, exhale out. I'm just kidding, we'll do last one. Inhale, toe draws in. Exhale, toe draws out. We'll go ahead and let this leg be long and neutral. Toes upward, heel to the floor, long leg. We're going to use our support leg to help us lean in to a forward fold with our long leg to get that nice stretch down the back of the long leg. So it might look something like this. You can find your hands to your base leg, your support leg. And then on an inhale, you might draw up, and on an exhale, hinging at the hips, using your hands and your elbows to bend into the elbows so you can draw your heart toward your support leg, allowing this nice long deep stretch here down the long leg. And it gives you the ability to kind of move into it at your own pace and find the depth that works for you. Once you find the depth that works for you, tuck the chin, look down to the floor, and allow this stretch to do what it does. So we'll stay with our breath. It doesn't look like a whole lot is happening, but you'll feel a whole lot happening. We'll take one more here. You might come down just a little more. And on your next inhale, press into your foot that's planted into the floor, your strong leg, and with the palms pressing into your thigh, and slowly draw back up. Okay? We'll go ahead and switch sides. Long leg comes in, other leg comes out long. We'll go ahead and start by, with an inhale, drawing the big toe inward toward the center of the body. And then exhale, allowing the little toe to come out and away. Continuing to follow your breath in and back out, and in and back out. And last one, in and back out. Great. Go ahead and find your long leg neutral. Keep it centered. We'll use our other leg for support as we hinge forward and draw ourselves down into a forward fold and get a nice long deep stretch in the hamstring and back, really the whole back of this entire leg, into the calves, all the goodies, right? So we want to make the most of this. We'll go ahead and bring our hands maybe crisscross here at the thigh, and it kind of allows you to draw that belly button back, hinge at the hips, and bring your gaze down and slowly let yourself, as you bend into your elbows, allowing yourself to find a depth that works for you. So go ahead and draw yourself forward until you find that place that's a sweet spot. You can feel into that nice deep stretch down the whole left side of the leg here on the back of the leg. Find your breath, stay connected. Maybe drawing down just a little deeper here if it's available. And on your next inhale, press into your strong foot into the floor. Slowly rise, coming back to center. We'll go ahead and bend into our long leg. We'll bring ourselves back forward, or at least I will. I don't think you have to. And we'll find again that spot here. We can find that little sweet spot where it feels good. We'll bring our hands down to relax. Just take a pause here. Tune back in. And see how you feel after that warm-up of the whole body. You might feel the blood kind of flowing through your body and the circulation as your energy has risen from the beginning of class. You might notice your heart rate or your breath, or even that nice feeling of relief or release after a great workout. And with that, thank you so much for being here for our chair yoga warm-up this afternoon, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.